Subsidy removal. President Tinubu's very poor change management process plunged Nigeria into chaos, Pastor Tunde Bakare says. So everybody is talking now, including Pastor Tunde Bakare, that Tinubu's change management process with respect to subsidy removal has plunged Nigeria into chaos. Of course, Nigeria is in chaos, has been in chaos even before Buhari left office, but it just got worsened by Tinubu's approach to governance. Okay, you came into power your first day of inauguration, something that was not in your speech, you just mentioned it and then caused chaos from there. The next thing is removal of the several exchange rates and then putting a floating process, which has further killed the naira, devalued it, and then caused chaos in the economy. So Tunde Bakare, that was singing a Milocon song, since he could not win the APC presidential primaries against Tinubu, he came back and started singing Tinubu's song. Now he's singing a different song because the economy is affecting everybody, including himself. So let's see what he has more to say with respect to this subsidy removal issue. The serving overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church, Pastor Tunde Bakare, has stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was economical with the truth when he announced during his inaugural speech that fuel subsidy has been removed, stating that Nigeria has inadvertently plunged into chaos by very poor change management process because the administration was. Okay, because of the administration. The serving overseer of the Citadel Global Community Church, Pastor Tunde Bakare, stated that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was economical with the truth when he announced during his inaugural speech that fuel subsidy has been removed. Okay, because the administration was running leadership by impulse. Can you imagine? Now, wow. So the fairy pastor and politician stated this on Sunday, 13th August 2023 during his State of the Nation address titled Vice, Virtue, and Time. The three things that never stand still, mentioned by Oshun Defender at his church in Oregon, Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so this man is from Osun State. No wonder. Now, amid the turbulent start to the administration of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I have held my peace, hoping that wisdom will prevail, even while the government was in its so-called honeymoon phase. Now, when in his inauguration address on May 29, 2023, President Tinubu announced that fuel subsidy is gone, despite the cautious exclusion of that contentious subject from the inaugural speech by his advisors. It was clear that our nation had been unwittingly plunged into chaos by a very poor change management process. Can you imagine? So whatever the president's true motivations were, it is clear that he put the cart before the horse. What is also clear is that the president was economical with the truth by giving Nigerians the impression that he was taking a courageous move to remove the fuel subsidy when the previous government had already taken that step. As Nigerians would later learn, subsidy payment had already been ended by Buhari administration and no subsidy was paid in 2023, even though there was provision for it on paper up to June 2023. What is again clear is that in line with change management principles, the president should have handled more circumspectly the announcement of such an issue that borders on livelihood of the Nigerian citizen, Pastor Bakare opined. Okay. Pastor Bakare, who was an aspirant for the All Progressive Congress APC presidential primaries held earlier this year at the Ego Square, lamented that the ruling party had become a platform for politicians with no ideology, stating that Nigerians are fed up with the party. Can you imagine? You want to begin go somewhere now. Now, at this juncture, I must also sound a warning to the APC. I was there when the APC was formed, and the extent of my involvement is well documented. As a stakeholder, and more importantly, as a nation builder, I am more obligated to state without equivocation that this is not the APC we envisaged. The results of the last elections were clear indications that Nigerians are fed up with what the APC had become. He said the fact that the votes polled by the APC during the 2020 presidential election declined from what it had in 2015 and 2019 was an indication that there was a loss of support base for the party. Now, if it were not for the divisions within the People's Democratic Party and the emergence of the Biden movement of the Labour Party that split the traditional support base of PDP and APC, the APC would have convincingly lost the 2023 elections. Even now, the party's victory, as announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, is being challenged in court, Bakare quipped. So Bakare's State of the Nation broadcast was the first of its kind since the emergence of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration on May 29, 2023. So what Bakare is telling us now is obviously Tinubu does not know what he's doing. That is the truth. Okay, he does not know what he's doing. So for the fact that he does not understand the principle of change management shows that he's not even a well-tutored leader or a learned leader. That is the truth. And for the fact that he went and mentioned the first subsidy removal in his inaugural speech when it was intentionally not included in that speech because of his controversies, Tinubu still went ahead to mention it, and just shortly after the inaugural speech, APC started propaganda that the man had the courage to remove it. The previous administration could not. Meanwhile, Buhari's administration had already removed it and made payment in principle for first subsidy up to June 30, 2023, showing that from July 1st, there shouldn't be first subsidy anymore. So Tinubu just came and announced it without understanding the change principle and how it can be managed, and that has thrown Nigeria into chaos, according to Tunde Bakare. Okay, so Tunde Bakare is now getting clear. He's saying that if not for the division in PDP and the emergence of Labour Party, APC would have lost woefully. Okay, looking at the votes that they all garnered during the election. So this shows, obviously, that the APC has lost its support base completely because the amount of votes they got in this 2023 election were actually far lesser than those ones they got in 2015 and 2019, respectively. So it is obvious that Nigerians are fed up with the party. And those are the things that Tunde Bakare is saying at this point, indicating that Nigerians are tired of the party. So the question is that after Tunde Bakare has said all of this now, what then is the solution to Nigerian problem today? Tunde Bakare has failed to mention that. What can be done by Tinubu's government to get it right, since he's still a part of APC? What is his contribution? What is his suggestion or what is his advice to APC government in order to get it right? That is not included in his speech here that he delivered. And again, you can't just mention a problem without giving a solution. Give us a solution as well as a nation builder that you call yourself, because you say you're a nation builder and so you understand the things of the nation. And so when you see a problem, you should also be able to recommend the solution to the problem. But that did not happen. So Nigerians are saying that Tunde Bakare is not coming to talk. He has not said anything since. Okay, if he knows that what he's saying is right, let him go and stage Occupy Nigeria at Ojota in Lagos. That is only when his voice will be heard, and that is when we will know that actually he's interested in building Nigeria, because he calls himself a nation builder, not talking only in his church. Because during Jonathan's time in 2012, he staged the Occupy Nigeria in Lagos. Okay, that when Jonathan wanted to remove this first subsidy, he was among the people that refused it. Okay, so the same way he behaved in Jonathan government in 2012, let him repeat the same thing under this Tinubu's administration. Then we'll know he's a serious person. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment on this Tunde Bakare's comment on fuel subsidy removal by Tinubu's government, saying that poor management of change process is what has plunged Nigeria into this economic chaos.